Task 42 wants us to go ahead and select this text box right here. What it wants us to do is to save that in the Quick Parts gallery. So we're going to go ahead and click the Insert tab here at the top after selecting that text box. We're going to be in the text group. We're going to click the Quick Parts drop down. What we want to do is click Save Selection. We'll go ahead and call this Signature. In the gallery, we'll go ahead and select text boxes. And we'll click OK. Task 43 wants us to go ahead and apply a colored outline to this text box. So we'll go ahead and select that here, which brings up the Drawing Tools Format tab here at the top. And what we want is in the shape styles, and it's actually this one right here, Colored Outline Blue Accent 1. Make sure you hover if you're not sure. Task 44 wants us to go ahead and select the last sentence in the first paragraph. So we'll go ahead and make that selection. And then what it wants us to do is go ahead and add a comment. So we'll click the Review tab here at the top. We'll click New Comment, and we'll go ahead and just type Remove. We'll go ahead and click out of that comment. Task 45 wants us to go ahead and check this document for spelling and grammar. So we'll click the Review tab here at the top. We're in the Proofing group. We'll click Spelling and Grammar. And we'll go ahead and make the change to that and that. Click OK. Task 46 wants us to go ahead and remove the marked grammar errors as you type. This is going to be found on the File options. We're going to go ahead and select Proofing here. And under When Correcting Spelling and Grammar in Word, we'll uncheck Marked Grammar Errors as you type. We'll go ahead and click OK. Task 47 wants us to add an endnote to the quotation here on page 2 right afterwards. So we'll put our cursor there at the end, and what we want to do is go to the References tab here at the top, and it's asking for an endnote, so we'll go ahead and select Insert Endnote, and then what you want to do is type in me, capital M, space 2010. Make sure you add the comma as well. Click out of it. Task 48 wants us to go ahead and go to section 4.3, and it wants us to go ahead and just delete this entire section. Once we've deleted that, it wants us to go back to the table of contents and go ahead and what we'll do is right click and click Update Field. Task 49 wants us to go ahead and add a caption to this chart right here. So we'll go ahead and select it. We'll right click and we'll click Insert Caption. You could have also done this from the References tab here at the top. And we want it to say Figure 1 and then Finances. And we want to make sure that we position it below. And it's already marked that way, so we'll click OK. Task 50 wants us to go ahead and add a table of contents to the beginning of the document. So our cursor's already there. We'll go to the References tab here at the top. We'll click Table of Contents. And this is going to be a built-in one, and it just wants the automatic table one, so we'll select that. Task 51 wants us to go ahead and save this file as a PDF. We're not going to change the name, so we'll click File. And you can do Save As, but we'll click Export here. We'll select the Create PDF XPS document. Make sure you're in your GMetrix Templates folder. Here in the Save Type, make sure it says PDF. We're not changing the name, but it also tells us to make sure that it's not open or it doesn't open after publishing. So we'll leave that unchecked. We'll click Publish. Task 52 wants us to go ahead and go to the options. So we'll click File, Options, and in the options what we're going to do is change the save configuration to embed fonts in the file. And it says embed only the characters used in this document. So we'll go ahead and select that. We'll click OK. Task 53 wants us to go ahead and add a footer. So we'll click Insert here at the top, and the header and footer group. We'll select Footer dropdown, and what it wants us to do is to look for the wisp. So we'll scroll all the way down until we find that. We'll go ahead and close. Task 54 wants us to go ahead and add the emphasis paragraph style right below the heading 1.2 mission. So we'll go ahead and select that text. And what we want to do is over here on the Home tab in the Styles group, we'll go ahead and click this More dropdown. And we're looking for emphasis. So we'll go ahead and select that here. Task 55 wants us to go ahead and add a background color and a page box. So we'll click the Design tab here at the top, and let's go ahead and change the color first. We're in the page background group, and it's looking for Ice Blue Accent 2. So we'll go ahead and it's this one. And then we want to also select Page Border. We'll select Box, click OK. Task 56 wants us to go ahead and create a document using a template. So we'll click File, New. Here in the top, we'll go ahead and type in letter, and we'll type in origin just to narrow our search. Hit enter. Go ahead and do this. And it tells us to go ahead and type the salutation. So we'll go ahead and type in the text below. Task 57 wants us to mark this document as final. We'll click File here at the top, and then Protect Document. We'll click Mark as Final. We'll click OK. Exit out of the Backstage view. Task 58 wants us to go ahead and apply the print layout view to this document. So we'll click View here at the top, and we'll select Print Layout.